How the fuck are you? This is Death Wish once again. We're doing some more reaction videos, so to speak. I'm GTS the King.
And I am Imbalance.
And so there's been like this crazy ass controversy that's been going around about Donald Trump talking shit about the NFL, going crazy about, kneeling for the anthem and all that shit. So first we're gonna watch this video, see exactly what he said, and then we're gonna throw our 2 cents in just because we like being controversial and we don't really give a fuck what anybody has to say about it.
It's gonna be a long video.
I'd say it won't be that long because at some point in time we're just gonna be like, alright, fuck you.
Yeah.
And we're done. So anyway, let's take a look at what our good old president had to say.
And everyone in this arena tonight are unified by the same great American values. We're proud of our country. We respect our flag.
A see-through wall.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
About that later.
Yeah.
Some owner's going to do that. He's going to say, that guy that disrespects our flag, he's fired. And that owner, they don't know it. They don't know it. They're friends of mine, many of them. They don't know. They'll be the most popular person for a week. They'll be the most popular person in this country. Because that's a total disrespect of our heritage. That's a total disrespect of everything that we stand for. Okay? Everything that we stand for. And I know we have freedoms and we have freedom of choice and many, many different freedoms. But you know what? It's still totally disrespectful. And when the NFL ratings are down massively, the NFL ratings are down massively. Now, the number one reason happens to be that they like watching what's happening on, with your screen.
God.
They like what's happening. Because, today if you hit too hard, right? They hit too hard, 15 yards, throw him out of the game. They had that last week. I watched for a couple of minutes. 2 guys just really beautiful tackle. Boom, 15 yards. The referee gets on television. His wife is sitting at home. She's so proud of him. They're ruining the game.
He does have a point there.
Yeah,
they're ruining the game.
That's
what
my
they
brother's
want
a big
to do. They
Steelers
want to
fan, and
okay? They
talk
want to
about James Harrison
but it is hurting the
fucking
game.
sideline. He's afraid to
You know
hit
what's hurting the game more than that?
He used to kill
When
quarterbacks.
people like yourselves turn on television and you see those people taking the knee when they're playing our great national anthem.
I feel no way.
The only thing you can do better is if you see it, even if it's one player, leave the stadium. I guarantee things will stop. Things will stop. Just pick up and leave. Pick up and leave. Not the same game anymore anyway.
Well,
alright.
So that's the end of that. So first I wanna point out something. I don't know where you would find this at. It is on our president's Twitter. Not too long ago, we had people complaining about the Washington Redskins. Now, just want to point out, I am Native American, about 80% so. And so this pissed me off a little bit. But, so we had a lot of people complaining about the Washington Redskins. I also want to point out that it's mostly like white suburbia moms who are bitching about the Washington Redskins.
Social justice warriors, all of them.
Personally, I don't like it, but I don't give a shit enough to fucking complain. It's not that big of a deal. It's been their name for fucking years. I don't really care. We're from Ohio. I don't raise a fit about Chief Wahoo and the Cleveland Indians. I don't care enough to fucking do that. And most Native Americans will tell you the same thing. We don't care that much. Like, it's not that big of a deal. We would love to have our land back. You know, that'd be great, you know. But we're not going to fucking raise a fit over the Washington Redskins. So anyway, the point I'm making is when he was apparently getting a lot of flack and was being told that he should change the name, he said that basically, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember what it said. It said something along the lines of, there's more important things to worry about than having the Washington Redskins change their name. So there's more important things to worry about in our country than some NFL team.
Yeah.
And that was weeks ago. And now here we are with him going crazy over some people kneeling to the national anthem, saying that it's an utter disrespect to our flag, to our nation. Me personally, I know a lot of people who served in the Army, different branches of the military. When I talk to them, I have had a couple say that it is disrespectful. You know, they're not too happy about it. But the majority of the ones I talk to have said that, you know, that's what they fought for. They fought for the freedom to choose whether or not you stand or kneel for a national anthem. And that is what America's all about, is the freedom to choose what you do. So, I mean...
Not only that, but it seems wrong to me for a figure of government, not to mention the leader of our country, pretty much telling team owners to fire people.
Well, the way I look at it is you're damn near becoming North Korea. If you're going to enforce something that's a tradition, you're basically becoming North Korea at that point.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to enforce something upon people. And I'm sorry, like, I don't personally like it when people kneel to the national anthem. I think it's fucking stupid. But that's their choice. I don't, you know, think that personally that they're bad people or that they're trying to disrespect our nation. I just think that, you know, that's their choice. If that's what they want to do, fucking let them do it. What does it matter? Like, we're all going to rally up against, you know, fuck the NFL.
All these people saying they're never going to watch a football game again. Yeah. Okay, sure you're not.
Bullshit, you will. One thing that I find really funny is, that's my phone going off if you guys even heard that. People were talking about, like... Yeah, I'm getting blown up. My brother was talking about, like, the Steelers got bashed pretty heavy because they didn't even come out of their locker room.
They were in the tunnel.
They were actually in the tunnel
Yeah.
for the national anthem. And people were saying, well, they didn't show up, that's just as disrespectful. Well, actually, they were in the tunnel for the national anthem. They wanted to stay neutral and all this shit. So, like, just get your facts straight before you start fucking, you know, running your mouth about shit. Now, one thing I want to point out is, you know, we talked about this a little bit ago, which is why I brought up that little girl wearing the flag as a piece of clothing. So everybody's talking about it's disrespectful to the flag. Have any of you bothered to pick up the U.S. flag code and read it?
I bet not.
Because I bet you haven't. And one of the first things it says in chapter 10.176C, yes, I am looking at this because I couldn't remember all this off the top of my head. It says the flag should never be carried flat or horizontally, but always aloft and free. At almost every football game, they will bring out flags across the field. Baseball games, they do a lot of the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
You're laying that flag horizontally. That's disrespectful to the flag, according to our very own U.S. flag code. So are we going to rally against that too? Are we going to put a stop to that? I have more. So in U.S. flag code, chapter 10.176D, the flag should never be used as wearing apparel, bedding, or drapery. It is disrespectful to our flag.
Oh.
So anytime that you women go out and you wear a flag bikini, it is disrespectful.
And now I'm getting blown up.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, that little girl who was wearing the U.S. American flag dress, that's disrespectful.
Yep.
According to our very own U.S. flag code. So we're looking at, you know, the documents that we've put forth, and everybody wants to talk about the Declaration, everybody wants to talk about our Bill of Rights. Do we not look at the U.S. flag code as well? Are we not, looking at this? Then we have, and this is personally my favorite one. Everybody knows that for a while Budweiser changed its name to America. They're the biggest ones for putting American flags on like all their beer.
It's not America, it's America.
America. So this is probably the most popular violation of disrespect for our flag, and it is U.S. Flag Code, Chapter 10.176. And I think it's I. The flag should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner whatsoever.
Oh shit, son.
So we disrespect the flag on a regular fucking basis with all of our conglomerates and companies that constantly use the flag as advertising. Do we rally against them? Are we talking about that right now? No.
No, because people are blindly following their masters.
Yeah.
Who wears a candy cane fucking tie.
So part 2 of that same chapter is it should not be embroidered on such articles as cushions or handkerchiefs and the like. So if you've ever owned a bandana of an American flag or a pillow, you've disrespected our flag. And like I said, this is according to our very own U.S. Flag Code. We're not saying whether we agree or disagree. I'm telling you the facts, which is something rare nowadays. We don't actually ever get to hear the facts. But these are the cold hard facts according to our very own U.S. Flag Code. And this one is great. It's fall time, so we're out of the summer. But during the summer, did anybody have, a 4th of July picnic or anything like that? Because if so, I bet you probably used American flag cutlery or napkins, cups, plates, whatever that were disposable.
Or swimwear, swimming trunks,
yeah.
and bikinis.
But this one is U.S. Flag Code, Chapter 10.176, Part 3 of this. It says, we finish with like. It begins with or otherwise impressed on paper, napkins, or anything that is designed for temporary use and discard. So paper plates, napkins, all that good stuff. Now a lot of people might remember that a lot of our NFL teams, college teams even, and football have wore American flags as their jerseys. They've used it in their design. Okay?
Yeah.
Nobody said shit about that. Not one fucking person brought that up. We didn't rally when they did that. So in that same code, this is U.S. Flag Code, Chapter 10.176J. No part of the flag should ever be used as a costume or athletic uniform. It is disrespectful to our flag. It's funny. There's actually a picture of North Carolina using it on their helmets, and nobody ever said shit. And I'm not talking about they just had the flag on their helmet. It's in the design for the North Carolina symbol they use on their football team. It's crazy to me because what's not covered in the respect the flag section is standing, kneeling, or sitting during the national anthem. It's not considered a conduct violation, nor is it considered disrespectful. It's not even addressed in our code of conduct for the flag. It's literally nothing in the code actually says explicitly that you have to stand. It says you should. Keyword being should. It does not say it's disrespectful to kneel. Now, with all that being said, I personally think that you should stand for our national anthem as an American. I do. I always do. Am I going to fucking hang you because you didn't? No. Am I going to think you're a horrible person because you didn't? No. Am I going to rally up the troops to fucking come hunt you down? No. Because everybody's entitled to make their own choices. That is what makes America America. That is what our troops have always been fighting for, is our freedom of speech, our freedom of choice. When you start implying that it is necessary for you to do something that is a tradition, you're becoming like a regime. You are becoming like North Korea. And it's ridiculous. I mean, we went through this before with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yep.
And where did that get us? Everybody was so worried about, taking God out of the Pledge of Allegiance. Anybody stop and think that it was more, we should look at making kids say the Pledge of Allegiance every day? What if they don't want to?
Yeah, it's kind of brainwashing, don't you think?
I mean, personally, I love our country. And like I said, I have a lot of family and friends who fought for this country. I tried to fight for this country. We're not going to get into that story, but there was a stop put to it. And I have no problem with what anybody chooses to do. Personally, I would love to put a bullet in the head of most social justice warriors. I mean, that would be awesome. I would love to do that. But, I'm not going to fucking hang somebody for their choice when it comes to America. It's just fucking stupid. And, I want to bring up when Tim Tebow kneeled. You guys remember that?
The Tebowing.
Yeah, and it was so controversial. He kneeled. He wasn't kneeling at the anthem, he was kneeling and praying. And it was like one of the worst things ever. And now we have people kneeling to the national anthem, and that's the worst thing ever. So, what the fuck? I mean, what the hell is going on with you people? Like, is it just something to bitch about? Like, is your life so meaningless that you have to find something to bitch about, or...
Do you think it may have something to do with the Republicans failing miserably at repealing and replacing Obamacare, or North Korea threatening nuclear war with us, and the president just keeps egging it on his Twitter, and maybe he's trying to distract us from a lot of other things going on?
Probably.
Maybe.
That's a game that
possible.
Politicians play all the time. And it cracks me up because most sheeple just follow along and they have no idea. They just go on about their merry little lives. And like, oh, we have this to fight, so let's pay attention to this. And it's so stupid. I mean, personally, you just watched the video. Like, what was your thoughts on the whole thing? Like, I personally think it's fucking stupid.
You know, it is entertaining to have a president that openly says "son of a bitch" on television.
Yeah.
I just can't forgive him for that tie.
Yeah. That is, you're just letting America down right there.
It's a little early for Christmas, man.
But, I mean, I just think it's fucking dumb because, like, people are going crazy over this, man. Like, Facebook was flooded.
It's still flooded
with shit. Twitter flooded with shit.
Almost every other person I see updated their profile picture with that little filter that says "I stand" with a picture of the American flag.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want a cookie?
And so many of my friends even posted stuff like, if you think it's okay to kneel for the anthem, you should just go ahead and delete me.
Really?
Okay.
State is gonna state.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I lost a lot of friends yesterday. Not real friends, Facebook friends, they don't count. They're not worth anything in real life. But anyway, like, this whole thing is just utter fucking stupidity. That we are arguing and fighting about this amongst ourselves. Like, our nation has never been more divided than it is right now. And we just keep adding fuel to the fire. And it's fucking getting ridiculous. When did America become such a bunch of whiny little pussies?
On both sides.
Both sides.
Left and right, yeah.
Everything becomes a pissing match. Everything becomes about, oh, you disrespected me or you hurt my feelings. Get over it. Grow the fuck up. Like, we need to unite together, not be fucking arguing about stupid shit like this. Who gives a fuck? It's the NFL. Are you that invested in the NFL? Do you really care? I watch the Broncos play on Sunday or, Monday, Thursday, whenever they play. I'm not going to die if the NFL goes away. And when somebody wins or loses, it doesn't affect my life in any way, shape, or form. I'm just like, oh, well, that sucks. Ah, shit. So, Do you think I pay that much attention to what the fuck they're doing on the field? Who cares? Who really gives a shit?
They didn't even start doing it till, what, like the early 2000s? Because the Department of Defense paid them with, our taxpayer money to look more patriotic and get people to enlist in the Army.
I think it was before that. I think it was actually during like World War II.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Which again, we have no like facts in front of us other than those, which is just because I fucking didn't know the codes.
So the only fact I know is they didn't always do that.
No, it was something that America did have them do to get people to enlist and raise recruitment, which is how a lot of things started with our country. And people just don't take the time to learn their facts before they start popping off at the mouth and making themselves sound like idiots. So, guys, I don't want to sit and talk about this all fucking day, but hey, let us know your fucking opinion and let us know what you have to say about it in the comment section down below. If you fucking hate us for our opinion, whatever, it's an opinion. Hate is gonna hate, man. We don't really give a shit. But feel free to rant down below and we will think about replying. We probably won't, but we'll think about it.
Let's try maybe standing together as a country despite our differences of opinion and race and religion, sexuality, all that stuff. Let's just respect each other.
Yeah, we should probably bond together for once. Like, I don't know if you know, but the rest of the world's, kind of going to shit. So let's not join in on that.
Yeah.
But, alright guys, we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.